those of us who are coming up in the company. So anyway, that was like my big overarching takeaway. I'm just going to talk about a lot of the new stuff that came out so we can make sure everybody knows what that is. I know Kristen did a live video yesterday about it too. So I won't go into too much detail. I'll talk about a little bit of the inspirational stuff. That's my favorite thing, is that I wish it was just 3 days straight of us sitting there and listening to everybody talk. That's like my favorite thing about it, but for sure, I'll highlight on a couple of my favorites. So Thursday night, Thursday, everybody's arriving. Wednesday is the shopping spree. So Leah and her husband got to both earn that shopping spree and go shopping at Bloomingdale's. That was so fun to watch. Definitely like was super motivational. Like I never want to miss that. I want to do that. Like if you guys think that you can't do that, Leah is new. Like she's newer than most of us, and she did it with her husband, and I was so inspired by that, and I just wanted to shout out to Leah too, because it was incredible. Are we recording this? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Leah, just speaking of Leah, she asked if we would record this. I didn't even ask. Okay. So we had a party Thursday night on the Midway ship. That was amazing. They had live music and tons of really good food, right, Andrea? That food was so good. They had amazing food, and we got to walk around and do all kinds of like, they had little photo things, they had dancing, they had fireworks at the end. Like it was incredible. I got to spend some time with some family members who live in San Diego when I was down there. And when I told them about the party that we had on the Midway, like they were blown away that Plexus did that for us. So it was incredible. Okay, the first session, Jennifer Leith spoke, and she's so funny. You guys, if you don't follow Jennifer Leith, or if you need some fresh meat on your YouTube videos, just somebody different, like just start following her. She's going to be my new favorite. She was so funny and super inspirational. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Alec Clark did speak, and he's always one of my favorite speakers. He really brought home the whole soaring theme about, and then he talked about eagles, and this is where it kind of came back to, they talked about different kinds of soaring and how eagles are like the ultimate at this, and that they soar in all conditions, through storms, through thunder and lightning. Like they never huddle up. Their circumstances don't dictate how they pursue, what they need to. So I thought that was so awesome. I love that. Okay, I'm going to hit on some of the announcements. So the first day, we got to hear from Melissa Eichenhorst, who also is so funny and darling, and she talked about the PC perks. So these are for right now. Oh, it's not PC perks, it's Plexus perks. My bad. Plexus perks. So right now this is for ambassadors, and it's a reward program that's going to incentivize everyone to have a subscription on for at least 100 PV. Yay! That's amazing, right? I mean, Plexus is totally like bringing it all home and trying to make this as easy as possible for us. And her main point was, she talked about the conversation, and it's so much easier to reach out to somebody about 100 PV when there is really something in it for them, and that they would have something to lose by turning off their subscription. And she was so cute when she talked about this, because she said whenever someone goes in and is thinking of reducing their subscription or turning it off, something amazing is going to happen. And then there's this big pause, and she says, a pop-up. And we all just like burst into, it was so funny. But they are going to get a pop-up that says, uh-oh, you're in danger of losing your Plexus perks. And these are points that they would have been accumulating for having that subscription on for 100 PV or more, and they could be in danger of losing them. Those points can be used towards free products. And here's the great news. Everybody who is commission qualified in October, even if they didn't have a subscription, if they got a welcome pack, or if they ordered 100 PV, they're going to get 100 bonus points towards this Plexus Perks program. So that's huge. And then when their November subscription, that subscription processes in November for 100 PV or more, they will have enough points to get a free product. So it's a great reason for us to spend the next 3 days reaching out like crazy to anybody who doesn't have 100 PV to make sure they know what they're sacrificing here. Because if they are saying, oh, I'll just order in November, they could be missing out on a free product because they could be placing a manual order and don't have a subscription set up. You just never know. We have to reach out to everybody, right? Okay, I'm going to talk now about the collagen complex. You guys, every time Plexus has an announcement or something special that they're coming out with for the last 4 years, no, 2 years, I always think it's collagen. And it was. This time it was collagen. So I'm so happy and I'm so excited about the formula. And I will tell you that I'm a vegetarian, and I was really, really, really hoping for a vegetable or a plant-based collagen. But here's why Plexus is incredible. They have the whole research and development, scientific team, and marketing team standing right outside the doors to answer all of your questions and to make sure that their ambassadors feel really confident about what they're about to go into marketing for them. So I got to talk to Randa, who, if you guys have seen the videos, she's one of the she's the most beautiful scientist I've ever seen. And she's on the videos. And I got to talk to her about why. I said, why didn't they do a plant-based one? And she said, honestly, Kristen, it's the most effective way. She says, it's just not nearly as effective of a collagen. She says, because I told her I do know of another competition that has a plant-based collagen, and I was worried about that being our competition. So she said, it's really not the competition. And if you look at the results, you know, it's widely understood, especially in the cosmeceutical beauty industry, that this kind of bovine and marine collagen is the most favorable. She talked to me about where the cows are from, what kind of marine collagen it is, the science behind all of it. So if you guys haven't read the info sheet and watched a couple of those videos about why it's different than our competition, you need to, so you understand this, because a lot of people are taking collagen and they think theirs is great, and you need to know why yours is better. It's in combos right now, and it's going to be available on November 1st. So Friday, they can order it individually. Clarifying question, will our ambassadors who order 100 PV this month and have a subscription for 100 PV next month get a first-time bonus? Yes, Amber, once that, they're going to get the 100 points for this month, but that once their subscription processes in November, they're going to get another bump of points, and that combination of those 2 point totals is going to be enough for them to get, yes, I can put the videos in link. Yes, of course. You want me to put it in the comments on the post, Kate? Okay. So that once they get that combination of points, that's going to be enough to get them a free product. Amber, does that, oh yeah, can't use them till January. Okay. Yes, so we want them to do it this month. Get your 100 points. I don't know exactly how many points they get. I don't know if it's based on if they go over their PV. I have no idea how that exactly works, but I think it'll become clear pretty quickly. And I'm sure that information's in there and I just missed it.
It's
okay.
100 PV to 149 PV is 100 points perks. 150 to 199 is 150 perks, and over 200 is 200 perks.
Oh, so it is tiered. Thank you, Kate. That's great. So that's awesome, because our better ambassadors who are ordering more than, not only are they getting money back on their products, they're getting the PC perks too. That's amazing. Okay. Session 2 on Saturday. Okay. They talked about, I don't remember the exact name, but they're the 3-day trial packs. Is that the name? Okay, I should know this stuff, guys, but I just write hot mess notes the whole time, and now here I am presenting them to you. So the 3-day trial packs, this is so beautiful and neat. If you guys haven't gone in and seen what these look like, they are gorgeous. The person you send this to, or they can order it from you, it's only $19.99 plus free shipping. So it's literally just $20. They are going to get this darling little box that says, this is your free 3-day trial. And they open it up, and on the very top, there's a beautiful little package that says day 1. It's a trifold, and they open it up, and it has instructions on how to take these products. It has Chew MetaBurn, it has a Slim HC, it has an Active, and it has a sample of Lean. All of those products, 4 sample products in one little thing. Also on the back of the trifold, it has like a healthy little recipe they could make for dinner. It's beautiful. I can't believe we can get this for $20 for our people. And they're going to get one for each day with different information, different recipes, and motivation. It has cute little inspirational quotes. Like, they are just beyond darling. They did an amazing job on this. So if you guys, and right now you guys can go in and get 5 boxes. So 5 individual 3-day trials for $90, and you get PV for it. So you can get a huge wholesale discount on it if you're willing to do that. So I think that is super exciting, and I'm really pumped about implementing that into our team systems. So they talked about convention, about the theme. Yeah, oh yes, thank you, Autumn. Thank you for reminding me. See, we need people. Autumn, thank you. There's a $20 coupon inside that box for them. So when they decide to order a welcome pack, they already have a coupon. Is that right, Autumn? Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, so it ends up being, free if they end up joining, that they get their $20 back for buying that trial pack. Yeah, it's incredible. It's so smart, so generous, really. I just can't believe that they can do it for that cheap. So, okay, they talked about convention. The theme for convention is 2020 vision. Like, as we're going into 2020 and like clear vision. I think that's super cool. Yeah. So, Kate, we are going to get $20, like we are going to get to buy that pack of 5 for the $89. And then the $20 off coupon is in each of those boxes. So when you present it to them and they decide to order, they're going to get that $20 back off of the order that they place. Does that make sense?
So whether they order as a customer or an ambassador?
I believe, yeah, I think Autumn's right. It has to be a welcome pack.
Okay.
We'll have to dive into that a little bit more, but I'm super pumped about that. So if somebody gets those and they get a coupon, if they could like post a picture of it and show us, or if somebody finds out, let's make sure we share that with the team. They announced Super Saturday locations. You guys, Super Saturday is so important because it's kind of between Leaders Retreat and convention, and we need to get to events and get our people there so that they can get refreshed. It's so important for me to get to a Super Saturday live in person so that I can see leaders and hear fresh training and inspiration. Those things just really drive me. So I hope you guys are excited about that too. What time is it? 6:45. Oh, we're doing okay. Okay, so the favorite thing that was shared that was completely new to me was on day 2, the second session, when Fallon Black came up and talked about her testimony in the business. And I did not know the extent of this story, but it was so powerful. She was the top earner at convention of last year, but her backstory is so fascinating. So when she started, I want to say she started in January 2015 or something like that. She started and she went gold really quickly. She did really well and she got a good team under her, and she had a really negative outlook and attitude, and she fell back to, I think she said either silver or less. Maybe she had less than silver points. And she sat there for about 2 years. She got kicked out of her team page. Her ambassador came to her and said, I don't know how to help you anymore. Her ambassador had sent her like 20 self-help books and personal development books trying to like figure this out. Her downline, who ended up being a sapphire on her team. Oh yeah, there's going to be a training call. Thank you, Anne. This downline of hers who ended up being a sapphire on her team came to her and said, I don't think you have what it takes to lead me to the level that I want to achieve in this business. Can you guys imagine this? Okay. And so she ended up being a sapphire. Thank God. That's a happy ending. So she sat in this place of negativity and excuses, blaming her upline, blaming her downline. You know, it was just that negative cycle that she was in. She sat there for 2 years. So finally, January, 2 years later, she just decided to order all the books. They had all been sitting in her Amazon cart. She bought all of them, read all of them. That was so 2 years later, 5 months after she just decided, this is it, I'm doing it, no excuses. She had a total shift of her mindset. She ranked gold, she ranked gold, and 11 months later, she ranked diamond. So I just thought that was such an incredible comeback story of transformation. And she said, I really did go crazy. She's like, I turned into a crazy person and I just went wild. Like I just did all the things, everything that everyone else successful was doing. I just did that. And I just duplicated it and duplicated it. And she said, they didn't tell me I was crazy until later, and they were all jewels on her team, but everybody thought she was nuts. So I just thought that was such an inspirational story, and I'll never forget that moment. So this is why Leaders Retreat is so fun and neat, because they really do bring out people to speak to us like where we are, and really humble, motivational, real life stories. And I just love that Plexus does that. My just overall theme whenever I walk away from these events is just, I'm so proud of Plexus and I'm so proud to be a part of it. I just know, guys, that other companies aren't like this. So there was another convention there that was like an insurance convention or something like that. And these guys were all walking around like in suits with their lanyards, and they all seemed really sad. And I would be sad too if I was at an insurance convention. So I was just so happy to be there. And I would love to answer any questions that anybody has about any of those things, or if somebody else like wants to chime in and share about their takeaways or something else that really impacted them from Leaders Retreat, I would just love to hear. Kate, do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, I'm still like digging into all of the info that came the last week, and just trying to get it all figured out. We will get a verbiage that people can send to partial PVers about the Plexus perks. I've just got to figure out exactly what to say to make it make sense for them. So if anybody understands it really well and wants to send me some messages, we can tweak them and get something out so we could send those to people for the next 3 days. I think that the Plexus perks is going to be huge. We heard about it in Hawaii. This is where they're going to try to help with retention. This is where they're going to try to help us continue to rank up and just get them to get that 100 PV. So that is exciting. And then the 3-day trial boxes, I'm super, super excited about that, because in January, we're going to be starting whole new systems and going to have monthly events and our monthly trial packages and stuff. And I think that those products right there are our go-to, and those are where we're going to make the biggest difference with people. So I'm very excited about those.
Yeah, me too. Like the collagen and those trial packs, I think were like the biggest announcements, and rightfully so. Honestly, those are just incredible tools that we have. And some of the verbiage that Helen McFadden used was really good when she was talking to people about getting those packs in their hand. People who had really tried the products a super long time ago, maybe they haven't even tried Slim HC yet. Maybe a lot of these are new products in the last year. So it's MetaBurn, Lean, HC, Active, all new things. I don't know if you guys watched this video a few weeks back. We were all buzzing about Tara Castaneda and her system, where she was actually like bagging all these things up. I know Brooke like actually did this and sent a ton of stuff out. So she was really happy to hear about this coming, because it was really basically the same thing. She's like, you haven't tried these new products, you need to try these. And I think Tara sent them for free. but we're not probably going to all do that. Like, I'm going to have them pay $20 for their thing. But for $20, she said, the verbiage Helen McFadden used was, I think you're ready for a 3-day trial. It sounds like you're ready for a 3-day trial. It sounds like you're ready to try something different. It sounds like you're ready to experience, you know, something with faster results. It sounds like, and she kept just, I love that. That's what I kept hearing her say over and over was, it sounds like this, it sounds like that. Like, I'm listening to you and I have the answer to your problems. And it's this 3-day trial. And I thought that was so great. And I thought, even if we don't do it in a group, but we just do it with them individually, it doesn't have to be like where we create a huge event and add them to it. A lot of our people, especially those of us who are not in our warm markets anymore, you know, we're dealing with people who are outside of Facebook. And so we may not be able to have that option of doing with them on Facebook. And sometimes I think it's a little bit more work for us, but maybe it's better that, you know, we just walk them through that day by day and you say, okay, so what are you doing today? How's that going? What did you think of that flavor? Also the 3-day trial packs, 2 of them are chocolate lane and 1 is vanilla. I don't know how people feel about that, or if people love chocolate or vanilla or whatever, but just so you know, you don't get to like pick and choose in there what's in there. And just on a personal note, I am going to be having people do a little bit more trial of the Slim HC. I find that the prebiotic sometimes for about, I would say 50% of the people who have tried it are having almost an immediate effect that is frightening to them with their gut. So those prebiotics are working and they're not ready for that. So I am doing the HC sample. So I was really happy to see that those 3-day trial packs are coming with the HC, which I feel like is a little bit more mild for people to start with. If you guys like doing the XOS, like, more power to you. I just was really thrilled to see that. And I think the company is sort of aware of this, that it might be a little bit easier way for people to just try it and see. Sorry, my morning voice. Okay, anything else? 6:54.
I want to encourage everybody to really dig deep, and in the next couple weeks, couple months, learn about collagen, learn about these systems that are coming out, you know, dive in and, like, you know, learn. Kristen, Christy, Autumn, Lindsay, everybody loves to get these questions from our teams, but we are all in the same boat right now. None of us, we're all starting from scratch. We're all learning about collagen. We're all learning about Plexus Perks and about the 3-day trial. We don't know all the answers. So if everybody can do their own research, everybody can watch videos, listen to podcasts, listen, you know, do the comparisons, read the info sheet, and kind of get to know what everything is. Every time we have product launches, every time we have new systems, it can be overwhelming for everybody. And so if we together as a whole and as a team can learn the ins and outs, then we can bounce ideas off each other. And maybe what I read it as is not what it is. And Jessica's going to come in and tell me, no, Kate, that's not what it is. So if we can all just dig in and kind of work together as a team to learn exactly what we all have at our fingertips now, then I think it's going to be more success for us in the long run.
I agree. I think the company is hearing too that there's been a lot going on. So they do have, I can't remember the name of this, is sort of fuzzy for me and I didn't write it down, but they are doing something to kind of consolidate and help us keep track of like all the promotions and all of the different things that are happening. Cause like this month there's 2 coupons and there's these new welcome packs. And then there's this thing over here with maybe there's free shipping over here and there's this subscription thing over there. So it's a lot. And so I feel like that they're sensing that and they're really listening to their ambassadors. Thank God for Plexus. They're just so incredible. So proud of them. They're good. That's all I got. I love seeing your faces. Happy morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, happy Tuesday.
I think that's the next week. We've got a Zoom. We've got a book club Zoom on Tuesday. I'll resume my Power Hour Zooms next Tuesday at 5:30. Tuesday night we have a book club Zoom, and I think is it the next week too is when Emily Roberts hops on Wednesday.
Yeah, and Autumn has a Zoom coming up too for maybe that's the week after. Kristen does have a power hour or a prayer hour Zoom at 8:30 Pacific time. So if you guys are able to hop on, I think they're taking prayer requests, and I think that's going to be blessed if you are able to hop on that. So just a quick plug for the prayer call.
Yes. So just keep tuning in. Look at the events. You can click the events tabs on Shine Bright.
Yeah,
always know what's coming up. Shine Bright training page, we're going to keep putting stuff in there more than we're going to be doing it on the Shine Bright, just so that we do not overwhelm the wholesalers. So a lot of the verbiage that we're going to be sending out about the Plexus perks, a lot of the collagen, info sheets and all that, we're going to be in the comparisons. A lot of it's going to be on the training page. So just make sure that you're looking at both of those. Okay, I'm going to stop recording.